Lesson number two. Worry less. The people you love. Lesson number two. The people you love are dying. Lesson number two. People you love.
Wake up. There's some shit you gotta know. These are 5 life-changing lessons that I wish somebody would have taught me when I was 20 years old. Lesson number 1, no amount of research will ever replace action. We research because it feels good and it makes us feel like we're moving the needle forward. Like we actually did something with our day and we're moving closer towards that thing that we want. But the truth is, you've got 17 tabs open on your computer. You've read every book on the subject that's available, every YouTube video, you've seen it, every reel, you've looked it up, and you are nowhere closer to your goals today than you were yesterday. Because you keep saying tomorrow. Progress is based on experience, and experience is based on failure. You have to fail. Whatever you decide to do for the first time, it is going to be ugly, so get it out of the way now. Fail hard and fail fast. The more you fail, the more you will learn. The more you research, the more you stay exactly where you are right now. So today is the only day that we can control. Yesterday doesn't exist and we don't know what tomorrow is gonna look like. So why not control the time that we have available to us right now? Start today. Lesson number 2, the people you love are dying. Your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your parents, they have all got a finite amount of time on this earth, as do you and as do I. And every day that you hold that grudge, or keep giving someone the silent treatment thinking that you're really teaching them a lesson, or you tell yourself that you'll reach out once you've got something to show for yourself, that's another day gone. It's another day out of your life and theirs that you're just never gonna get back. And I know how that last one feels. Like you need to finish the degree first, or get a job, or just get your life together enough to feel worthy of reconnecting. I'm begging you, don't let life teach you the lesson that it taught me. We don't have as much time as we think we do, but we do have choices. And I promise you, you will never regret reaching out, but you will regret the things that you left unsaid. Lesson number 3, your goals aren't too big, your habits are too small. When I was a freshman in high school, we had a speaker come in and ask a class of mostly black and brown kids in the South Bronx how many of us wanted to play in the NBA. Out of a class of 400 students, 200 raised their hands. Then he asked how many of us were actually playing, AAU, on the school team, travel ball, something, actually just playing the sport. 150 hands went down, 50 left. Then out of the 50 that were left, he asked them, how many of you are watching tape? And I'm not talking about the NBA, I'm talking about your games and your practices. 40 hands went down, 10 left. Then out of the 10 that were left, he asked, how many of you are coming in before class, after practice, before practice, and taking 200 to 300 shots per day? 9 hands went down. 1 left. Then he looked up at the rest of us and he said something that I've thought about every single day since he said it. He said, an extraordinary goal requires an extraordinary amount of effort. Lesson number 4, worry less about receiving mail and more about sending mail. In my early 20s, I really hated social gatherings, or I should say the inconvenience that sort of came along with social gatherings. If you invited me to the beach, my mind immediately went to, well, I don't want to take the train all the way to Coney Island, and I also don't want to drive there and deal with parking, so I'd just rather not go. And so when I invited people places, when I wanted to go do things, it should come as no surprise that most people were busy. Most people couldn't make it. Most people, their life got in the way. And I didn't understand the connection until much later when I heard the story of the mailman. A woman noticed her neighbor getting a handful of letters from her mailman every single day, while she got none. And one afternoon, she couldn't take it anymore, and she said, "Hey, I never get any letters." The mailman stopped, looked at her and said, "Well, do you send any?" She didn't. That story rearranged something in my mind. And now, even when things are busy and I'm being pulled in 10 different directions, if I can show up, I show up. And I always send the letter, even if I don't get one back. Lesson number 5. Your life can and will change in an instant. On more than one occasion, my life has changed overnight. And something that I like to do is try and remember what I was doing the day before everything changed. I try to think about what was on TV, what I had for dinner, who I talked to that day, what I said, and I can't. All that's left, all that I can think of is that there was a before those nights and an after those nights. 2 moments that split my life in half. And it took a while, but I finally figured out what life was trying to teach me. It's the small things. The smoke filling the kitchen because my girl is cooking. Being exhausted after a hard round of jiu-jitsu. Even a flat tire on the side of the road. Because these things force you to stop and be still for just a minute. So you can appreciate today for what it is. Because look, I don't know what's bothering you today. I don't know who you're not talking to or what you keep putting off until you're ready. But what I do know is that somewhere out there, there's a version of you that would give anything in this world to have this exact day back. So don't waste it.